Well, good morning on day two. Today's gonna be a little bit more normal, I think. Had a good night's sleep in a pretty quiet spot, despite being bugged by two dogs last night. Heading up here a little ways on the road to get water, and then we'll get down on the beach and come back to where we started yesterday and get through Gearhart and see how the morning goes. Pretty quiet today. Thought it was going to drizzle, but looks like it's just going to clear up, so that's okay. About 7 o'clock, and people are already starting to flock to the beach, so it's a good day. Talk to you soon. We're back at the north end of Gearhart. This day's turning out to be better. I found an espresso place that filled up my water because I was out of water from camping in the forest all night. And it also had a bathroom. Hey, well, much better. So we'll get into the noisy part of town here in the next hour or so, and then go shopping and work our way over to Tillamook Head, Trailhead. I found the ridge path just past Cottage Avenue in Gearhart. Apparently this is on the top of a large sand dune. It's really pleasant up here. Blackberries all over the place, and nice to be in the shade. Beautiful day. It's not foggy like yesterday, and it says rain by dinner, but I should be where I'm going by then. We're gonna go up here and cross the Neocoxy River again and get on Highway 101 and get over to Seaside finally. Then go to the store. Probably take Broadway down to the Promenade, pay homage to Lewis and Clark, their statue, and then head on down the beach. A little busier out here, but we made it to Seaside, and it's a cool day. Tillamook Head down there. We'll get down there in a little bit. First, we got to try not to get hit by a car. Things you don't see every day. You can't usually go to a place and ride a swan, so that's okay. But you can in Seaside. And we're getting to the crazy part of town now. Skip the carousel today. I've done that before. It's pretty fun though. If you ever come here, you might want to try it. Including Seaside. We'll see them again later. Well, at the end of this block, we have beach. And before beach, we have a statue. Seaside, where Lewis and Clark ended their journey. They did go up Tillamook Head, which we're headed up next. And up here, they are facing out to the Pacific Ocean. They went a long way from St. Louis, Missouri. Seaside, something like that. This was all American. This is not the end of my trail. I'm still at the beginning. I'm gonna go that way. Well, we're back on the beach. Yay. Wind in my face. Means rain might be coming, so we'll see. I don't know, it's supposed to have a south wind. Not from the south, but to the south. So we'll see how that goes later on today. We'll see where we gotta go. See where the last house is up there, so we'll get there. Well, we've now reached the end of our beach for the day in the area called the Cobbles. Get up here at Beach Access 11 and get down to Seltzer Park. Get some water and get on the trail. Well, the fog and wet is back. The weatherman was spot on with his 40% chance of rain, which means 100% chance correct here. Awfully slippery, rooty trail up Tillamook. Yeah, it reminds me of Humbug. Not quite as steep, but just as slippery when wet. So we'll see how it is once we really start going uphill. This is the straight up part of the course. There's the other sign up there. And this is all slick. So we'll see how this goes. And we have the fungus of the day. Chicken of the woods. Can't really miss it. It's a pretty big fungus out here. Bright yellow on the bottom, bright orange on top. Not too many things like that. Seems to be a very cool find. Somebody took about 1/3 of it down with them. But this is pretty neat stuff. You don't see this every day. Well, it has quit raining. We're drizzling. Now it's just dripping. I think we're at the top of Tillamook Head. Starting to go downhill to the backpacker camp, so that's good. Nice big trees up here. Kind of opened up into the forest at the hilltop. About 16 miles in and I'm just drippy. And everything is wet on the outside, but good and warm on the inside. Not really that cold up here. So feet are good. Little toe seems to be making a stand today, so we'll have to check that out when I get in and wrap it for a while. I'm not sure, just no pressure on it. It's just needing attention, I guess. Oh well, we'll get to the camp now. It's just raining chicken of the woods here. This poor tree is attacked by Polyporus sulphureus. Not quite as big as the other one, but just as pretty. So this is on top of the ridge, on top of Tillamook Head. We're heading downhill to hopefully the backpacker camp, but you can sort of see the ocean. It's just a little foggy above, but it seems to be clear down below. So you can hear it though. Nice and warm. For those of you not familiar with logging practices in the old days, they cut this bad boy down, but this little chunk here is up off the ground where they put in a cut and then stuck in a board to stand on while they cut right there. And it helped a bunch of things, and they could also get out of the way, but the buckboard they put in was always about 6 feet off the ground. A dangerous job though, especially up this high. You know, this is a rather dangerous spot here. This is pretty much a cliff going straight down to the ocean. Kind of neat. Don't see anybody out in the ocean. Good morning. Well, this was an interesting place last night. I was beginning to give up a little bit of hope once I found that last log and started traversing downhill. But this place turned out to be about a mile farther than everybody thought. I was here with about 8 people last night, and an interesting little camp area. Gonna head down and look at the view and see if I can't find that old bomb shelter down here, and come back and have some breakfast and get going, although I'm not in a big hurry this morning, so probably about 2 hours before I get out of here. But day 2 is a long day. Kind of a up and down all night sleep, but at least I was covered, and you know, this is a nice place to be. Just got to figure out how to get where I'm going next, and then keep going. Got to put on all wet stuff today, so that's going to be cold, but we'll get it all dried up and cleaned up today. This is the old Tillamook lighthouse way out there on the lone rock, known as Terrible Tilly. Hasn't been working for many a year. There's like a fishing trawler down there also. It's a pretty steep drop off from here straight down, so this is the closest I'm going to get. It's pretty cool. They don't give tours here.